Starting off earlier, taking a live look right now at this is 285 just by Buford Highway. The whole highway was just shut down for a few minutes as an accident was cleared. You can still see there off to the sideways, but traffic is back to moving, so that's really good. But it's just been a big spec, so we're already seeing a lot of accidents starting to pop up on our radar. Taking an overall look at the map, this is one I was just talking about right by Buford and 285. But even when you go into it, you're seeing speed still continuing to just stay slowly in that area. Also, another area of concern is 400. A lot of construction in that zone right before 285. So speeds are slow, about 11 miles per hour right now. No accidents in that area right now. And then speeds also continuing to be slow around the connector, around 14 miles per hour for those trying to get south or north. And then look at some of these drive times. It's going to take you about 21 minutes to get from
Traffic Center. It looks like you've got some good news for us.
Well, no, I was going to say thumbs down
down
over here also. Like the connector by 14th Street looks like a parking lot. I don't think anyone likes that. So it's not looking really good. And you can see the other side of the street. It looks like it's moving, but even the northbound lane is having its own issues. If you zoom in into the map, you actually see there is an accident in the northbound lane blocking MLK just on the south side of the connector. So it's already starting, really early. And another area of concern is over by 400. Once you pass 285, you're seeing traffic slow just a bit. Speeds over there, just 11 miles an hour. That is also a construction zone. So, it's good and bad news. But not too bad over here for the Spaghetti Junction. Speeds by the junction around 9 miles an hour. But look at this. If you continue going up 85 towards Lawrenceville, as you pass or, get closer to Lawrenceville, speeds get up to 48 miles per hour. So it's still time to get out of town and do it quickly so you don't have to worry. Taking another look at the drive times, it's going to take you to get the full connector just by 14th Street is still looking like a parking lot. Just look at these cars. They're just lined up. They have places to go, but they're not getting there anytime soon. Even the side roads like Techwood, we're seeing congestion over there. Right now, the big concern is the connector. We're seeing 2 accidents in that area. The first one is just right before what we just saw at 14th Street on 10th, and the second one right here at MLK. It's blocking that exit. But if you're thinking about using one of the side streets like Metropolitan to get around the connector, think again. There is an accident right now at Metropolitan. It's blocking Moreland Avenue, and it's making impacts all the way south towards University. So that's not a good idea if you're trying to use that roundabout to go away from that connector. Another area of concern all the way up in 400. Once you get close to the construction zone where 285 is, you see speed slowing down to about 11 miles per hour. Good news for folks, though, trying to head towards Gwinnett County. Once you pass Spaghetti Junction, it's around 9 miles an hour at Spaghetti Junction. But if you keep going up 85, look, once you pass that, it's up to about 48 miles per hour right now. So that's really good. So for folks heading towards Gwinnett County, you're doing good right now. Now I have another check on your traffic coming up. To be concerned about is 400. The North Ridge Road southbound exit will be closed from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Also 75 at 285. 2 exit lanes will be closed overnight into the early morning hours, and then the Brave back at SunTrust. First pitch is at 7 o'clock, so you want to stay clear of those areas to avoid traffic. Back to you guys. It's not looking good on the roadways. No good news for us over here. This is an accident. You're taking a live look at it right now. This is 75 just south of Cumberland. You can see heroes on scene, also fire trucks, 2 ambulances. It's a 2-car accident, and we're expecting the delays to continue. Just look behind it. Only 1 lane is open, and just look at all the traffic that is just building right behind it. Behind that is the actual area that is already normally congested. That is actually going to just continue to cause a lot of headaches for people as they try to get past the Cobb Cloverleaf. Again, this is where the accident is, but it's just causing a lot of delays. And even when you get down to it, you're actually seeing even more because there were already 2 accidents on the southbound side of the connector. So they're just building as they try to get onto the connector. So it's just making a huge headache. Another area of concern is 400 by 285. Speeds are still slow. No accident in that area, but it is a construction zone. So that is just creating an extra headache. And I'll have another check on your pinpoint traffic coming up. just south of Cumberland Boulevard continues to be an issue. Now, this is the northbound lane, and you can see only one lane is open, the HOV lane, as people try to maneuver out there. Hero just got on scene. We have 2 ambulances, we have fire trucks, and a lot of crews trying to maneuver out of that area. And as you can see, it's really causing a headache for drivers. Right behind that congestion is building. Taking a closer look at the map, just to show you how much that congestion is building. This is where the accident is, right up here. So you can see right here, but just follow the trail down 75, almost at Brookwood Split. So it's been a slow go for people trying to get through that area. And this is normally smooth sailing for people heading 75 north. And when you switch sides and get on 75 south, we're even seeing more congestion for them. 2 accidents. One was at 10th Street, one is at Metropolitan. Both of them are clear, but the congestion is still behind that. Now, if you're trying to find an alternative route, you want to take north side or 41. And I have another check on your traffic coming up. This accident at 75 just south of Cumberland, it remains an issue. They've been at this spot for about close to an hour right now. One lane still open, and the congestion is continuing to build literally as far back now as Brookwood Split. Now it's a 2-car. One car was already removed, and we're just hoping for the best. But as you can see, that accident right here at Cumberland Boulevard, but look at all the red going back down all the way almost to the Brookwood Split. And again, this is an area you normally have smooth sailing up 75, and then you add on that there is a game tonight at SunTrust Park at 7. So all those people trying to get there, plus this accident, it's just a nightmare. And it's also a nightmare close by the connector. Now, when you switch sides coming southbound, you actually are seeing a couple incidents. Both of these have cleared, the one at 10 and the one at Memorial Parkway. That has also cleared, but it's still leaving behind some congestion for folks there. Another accident that is causing some headache. This is the other side of town. This one is at 285 northbound just by Washington. One lane closed right there. But if you're heading towards Gwinnett, good news is once you pass Spaghetti Junction, things open up a bit. You can put your foot on the gas and you can speed up, because once you pass Pleasantdale Drive, it just speeds up past 31 miles per hour. And I have another check on your traffic coming up. Now to our tomorrow traffic. Tonight, you won't have to worry about rain for your morning or evening commute. It's going to be sunny and warm. And then there'll be a couple trouble spots to worry about. Construction in areas just off 285. Let's get to the first one. It's actually off 400 and Northwood Road. It'll be at that exit from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then we're going to have 285 at Ponce de Leon. That's going to be closed. That exit will be closed from 9 a.m. to 3. And then the Atlanta Food and Wine Festival is in town. Stay clear of Old Fourth Ward, because that's where that traffic is going to be if you're trying to avoid that. And I have another check on your traffic coming up. Things is, it's left behind this mess. If you can see right now, this is at Peachtree. So this is pretty far back, but it's really causing a lot of headache. But as long as people try to get their way through that congestion, the buildup, though, goes really far back. Again, the accident right here at Cumberland, but it was going all the way back and causing buildup all the way to the actual connector. In fact, some of the side streets like 41 or North Side and Peachtree, those streets are now packed with people that were trying to maneuver around that. Another accident to tell you about, this one at 85 northbound just by Shallowford Road. One lane blocked there. Good news is once you pass Spaghetti Junction, it's going to get around 4 miles an hour around Spaghetti Junction, but once you pass that, it's going to speed up to about 30. So if you're going to Gwinnett County, good news, you can probably get there with just a little bit of delay. All right, I have another check on your traffic coming up. Okay, stand corrected. This looks like a parking lot. They are literally not going anywhere anytime soon. Now, this is because of the accident that was at Cumberland and 75, just south of Cumberland and 75. The accident has cleared, but as you just saw, the traffic it left behind just continues to build. Here it was, it continues to build. Look, just all the way south past Brookwood Split. All of that congestion. It's going to take some time for you to get through that. Another accident to tell you about. One lane is blocked at 85 northbound at Shallowford Road, and that is causing a little bit of congestion. Now, if you manage to get past that 75 northbound accident and get to 75 southbound, you have 2 lanes blocked south of the area just by US 41. So that is just causing a lot of headache for folks. So if you can, try to avoid it and don't take 41 or north side, because those are also congested. I have another check on your traffic coming up. Issue now at 75 southbound in Clayton County. There's an accident right off to the soft shoulder. Now you can see heroes on scene. 2 lanes were blocked, but they have now gotten that to the side, so traffic is moving behind it. Was causing a little bit of buildup all the way towards 285, so that's good that that's moving. Another incident to tell you about, the one I was just telling you about, 75 northbound. It's clear, but look at the congestion still going back all the way to Brookwood Split, and even when you get into Connector, oh my gosh, 3 accidents back to back. You have one at Pine, Edgewood, and then at Andrew Young Parkway. So there's a lot of congestion still building, so folks trying to get out of town still having a hard time as they try to do that. Just look at the drive times. It's going to take you. Now for your tomorrow traffic tonight, Georgia 400 at Northridge Road southbound exit will be closed from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Also, 285 at Ponce de Leon will be closed from 9 to 3. And then the Atlanta Food and Wine Festival is in town. So you want to stay clear of Old Fourth Ward if you're trying to avoid that traffic. That's your tomorrow traffic tonight.